Well, we didn't know anything about supported living when James was growing up. We heard the usual horror stories about it, but we didn't really understand how it all worked at all. We knew that we didn't want James to be living with us forever. We wanted more of a life for him than that. He's got 2 older siblings who had gone off to uni and gone off to their own flats, and as far as we could, we wanted him to have his own life, to, with his peers and things. So we originally went to social services to ask about supported living. They came and assessed James and said that he would be a suitable candidate for that. So then it was a case of finding the right place for him. I know that it's helped James to feel independent whilst being fully supported and still living near his family and us, his parents. It's given him a lot more choices, because it's not a case of, well, you're going to have to come here, James, because I'm going there and I can't leave you on your own here. He has a lot more say in how he spends his days, what he eats, what days he has, what meals, although that is all supported and overlooked, and obviously he's not allowed to just do anything he wants or eat anything he wants, but he feels like all the choices are his, and he's also made a whole new group of friends. He's become friendly with his housemates, but more than that, he's become friendly with all the people in all the other houses. They all have different needs, they're all of different ages. None of that matters to any of them. They all get on really well, they support each other, help each other out, they enjoy getting together. Some have got particular friendships with particular people in other houses. Staff will support them to be able to do things together. They live within walking distance of town, so James has become very familiar with his own community and all the facilities that Camberley's got. They make good use of all that. And the shop owners and the cafe owners and the people in the leisure centre have also all got to know and understand all of our guys a bit more, and are much more willing to accommodate them. The biggest thing is we don't now have responsibility for his day-to-day living, and after 22 years that's quite huge. Not having to do all the mundane stuff with him, day in and day out. We're not being governed by having to be home at a certain time to be there for when he gets back. We still do loads with James, and he joins in with any family days or lots of activities, holidays, but it also gives us all the time to do other things that perhaps wouldn't be suitable for James or that he wouldn't enjoy. And we can go off and do things with our daughters now. We've got 2 little grandchildren now, so we can do things with them. James doesn't want to do stuff with them all the time. They get on his wick. So it's really nice that we can do that separately and then have really nice, all the time we have with James now is nice times. It's not having to be on at him for getting dressed in time to get on the bus or whatever it is he's got to do. It's arranging nice things that we can do together. So I think it's made a huge difference for all of us. That's a hard question. Basically, James's placement here has exceeded my expectations. I had heard good and bad things about supported living and residential homes and things. I wasn't wholly convinced that it was going to work for us. I think we have found the right company. whenever I've had any sort of criticism or doubt, or I flagged anything up with management, they have responded very quickly. They've taken it on board. They've discussed with me ways to change that or make it a bit different. And we've been really happy with the outcome. And overall, James is very happy where he is, and he's thriving, and we're able to carry on with our lives whilst still seeing him very, very regularly. But I now feel that I can trust the team that are around James, and I don't worry anymore.